Hi, I'm Dave Hilgendorf. Welcome back to Wednesday Work Advice number 21. Today I'm going to talk about 3 ways for you to be encouraged at your work. And why is this important? I don't think I need to answer that question. We all can use encouragement at different times, particularly at work. Sometimes work environment can be frustrating and we need to be lifted up. And so the first idea for being encouraged is to identify scripture that is related to encouragement, and there's plenty to choose from, to memorize those and have them at your ready so that you can speak them either just internally in your head or even out loud. You could have them posted up in your office or where you work as well. And so some quick ones that come to mind are John 14:1, let your heart not be troubled. Jeremiah 11:29, I know the plans for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you hope in the future. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ, who strengthens me. And of course, there are many more. So that's idea number 1. Idea number 2 is to encourage others. So in my book, Jesus is at Work, and at other times I've talked about how there's different ways you can live out your faith at work. And frankly, some of them are harder than others. Sharing the gospel at work, you have to really be considerate of your employer and the fact that you're working on their time. And so you have to be really thoughtful about how you go about doing that. But one of the ways you can live out your faith at work, in my opinion, that's very easy and no one's ever going to challenge you for it, is to just be encouraging to others. No one will ever tell you not to do that, and you'll be encouraged if you do that, if you do encourage others. As one example of it, I can think of a time when I specifically was told in a job evaluation that the fact that I was encouraging to others by itself, even separate from my work, was a good thing. And so anyway, that's just an example of how you can't go wrong by encouraging others, and by doing so you will be encouraged. And then the third way is to serve others. Now we all know we should serve, right? Jesus is the servant leader, and we know we should do that. But does serving actually encourage you? And that's the point I'm trying to make here. And the example I think about is when I volunteer for an organization, Convention of States, and do various activities now and then to help serve that organization. And it struck me how encouraging the people in that organization are. And it's partly a credit to them and to the organization, that the fact that they are being encouraging. But it also struck me that when you're volunteering, you're not getting paid. I think it's probably a common thing where you're going to be encouraged and people are going to thank you for what you're doing, because hey, you're not getting paid, right? And they may view that as a way to maybe compensate for the fact that you're not getting paid. So by serving others, you will almost inevitably be encouraged. Now, how does that apply to work? You could say that, if you have a servant's heart at work, you will get encouraged. Sometimes there's servant opportunities, like volunteer opportunities, that are available at work. I know that comes up where I work sometimes. So there's different ways that you can apply this. But 3 different ways to be encouraged: use scripture, encourage others, and serve others. Thanks. We'll see you next time.